to the thrilling conclusion of the first playthrough on this character of Will's Castle Crashers LP. As you may see from my little hashtag name, I lost power last night, so that was an interesting experience. I was actually about to play a match of TF2, but unfortunately, power just went out. So here we are. This is a kind of fun level. Pretty easy once you figure out the trick, actually. Now, I always try to get a roll to that cutscene, but it's hard to figure out exactly where it is because the background's kind of samey. But this is pretty funny, actually. So, there's something I can fly. So, if you look at the top of the screen, you can see a little dirt fall. Yeah, so you look where the dirt is, and you just go the other way. The controls are a little floaty, but again, that kind of like makes sense because you're floating. In any case, it's a really short section, and just know you're not supposed to actually hit them. The first time I played through, I thought you're supposed to because I thought it was like cool. So this is the one section of the game where being a magic user really sucks, because magic barely affects these guys at all, except for physical magic, like this guy has. But they have really low health, just really high magic, and really high magic resistance. So, it's one of the few sections of the game where being a melee-only character is awesome. This section does actually suck for archery-only characters as well. Oops, don't get so locked. Oh no, stop. So, stay down, friend. So the big problem is that magic usually doesn't knock them down, except for physical projectiles like this one. And it can be pretty lame trying to win. Fortunately, I have a nice big club. Hopefully, ideally I'm going to level up before I get to the final boss, because I'd really like to switch weapons to a level 30 weapon. But we'll see. It's gonna be close. So there's a couple different ways to deal with this boss. Easiest way, probably, and fastest way is just to tank all his drawings. Because his drawings do damage when they hit you. But alternatively, you can attack them from afar using ranged weapons. But obviously, I'm doing a lot more damage to him than he is to me, so I'm fine tanking this a little bit. Getting close to the quarter health point. Oh, I killed him there. So, once his health reaches a certain point, he will stop going back up. This thing, apparently, according to my girlfriend, looks like a dick. So yeah, that's the thing. I can never figure out if these guys have hit points or just number of hits, because sometimes they'll be doing this and they'll just die. I mean, it's whatever. I'll just not take these guys. So this is what I would be doing if I didn't just let them hit me. slowest. Nose snail. You'll notice that the carrot has a little clock face on it in a reference to Newgrounds. This game was made by Tom Fall from the Newgrounds team, so they were going to have an homage to one of the most popular, or at least mimetic. Oh, I hit both of them. Wow. So this guy now is gonna chill on the ground. All these enemies are gonna come. They all have like 0 health. I don't know what he's saying there. These guys have 1 health now, by the way. They still hit. Yeah, there's a little clock. It's a little hard to chase around when you have no speed at all. Okay, so the reason I didn't use a health pack there is because it does spit out like 1 billion health. And, oh, unicorn horn dropped. This is a pretty decent weapon if you like magic and you're not trying to punch things. Very decent actually, for level 15. So, it's good for leveling up because it gives you minus strength, as you well know. I think this is the largest single money drop in the game, unless I'm totally mistaken. So, some people think this is the room to grind instead of the barbarian boss, but I'm a little skeptical. I think it's so much faster to grind the barbarian boss. You can kill in probably about 30 seconds, all cutscenes and everything included, whereas that guy's got a long cutscene. He's got all those different stages. You can't hit him the whole time. I mean, even with really high DPS, you're gonna have a hard time taking him down super quickly. So, look who's back from the grave. Terminator style, baby. So, extremely similar boss fight to before. Only instead of the stabbing, he does the attack like that. Now, this is the problem. This is the annoying part of this boss fight, is this little dead friend comes back. And he'll just follow me around. I can't attack him. Nothing hurts him. Can't hurt this guy. Just get some hits in. So, yeah, with maxed out magic, you can do this guy in way fewer cycles than I'm going to do it in. I think it's probably a 5 cycle for me, which is kind of slow. I don't have maxed out attack, so. Get a little greedy with my hits. Oh, good. So you can, this is really sick that I actually got this on the screen. So I'm kind of stuck on him right now, so he's looking everywhere for me and couldn't find me, so until I fell out I could just keep whacking away at him. If I get a crit there, I probably would have killed him, but unfortunately I got a little unlucky with that. Just gonna poke around for a little bit. What you can do, the other thing you can do, which is kind of funny, is you can get him to stomp on his friend. It doesn't throw you in the ground, but when he stomps on his friend, it's pretty funny. it's just like thunk, thunk, thunk. So I thought we were friends. Yeah, so this is another huge money drop at the end of the game. This boss rush, if you do it, will net you quite a lot. I didn't mention this last time, but these crystals here, if you have a magic attack, you can attack the center crystal before you attack these edge crystals. You don't have to take out all the crystals. A lot of people think you have to do that, and they take out all the side crystals. It's like, you can clearly just take out the middle crystal. And once you take out the crystal, then you get teleported out of the room. Because it's like shielding the next room. So this is a really annoying room. This is one of the hardest rooms in the game. I would argue it is the hardest. It's just really difficult. You have to fight a lot of enemies who are all knocking you down constantly. Throwing bombs. So it's just you really gotta focus on blocking as much as you can. The Hawk really helps in this room. And sometimes you just gotta hope to get lucky with the patterns. This first wave isn't too bad. I think there's 3 waves, unless I'm totally misremembering that. The Hawk helps because you get every enemy drops health in this room, because otherwise it'd be totally unfair. But now you get double the health. I find this to be much better than the pig, which gives you 1.5 times health. Oh, that was pretty unfortunate. So, the best thing to do here is to try and take out as many of the small guys as you can before going for the big guys. Yeah, the big guys are like the real problem in this room. But, I mean, look, you barely even see where I am. That's one of the big problems in this room, the artificial difficulty created by not being able to see where you are. And not being able to actually go hand to hand with the big guys. So I'm a little early use of my potion there. I could have gone a lot longer. Yeah, unfortunately that big bear is engaged with me right now. He's out for blood. These guys are not the same as before. They all have more health, as is obvious from... Oh man, I'm getting totally beat up on right now. Kind of unlucky that who's engaged in me. But took out 1 big guy. Took out 2 big guys. So that's pretty lucky. When you're in that little X button mashing minigame time event thing, you can't be hurt by anything else. So, while you probably don't want to lose it, it's still good policy to just use it to like scan out the area maybe as you're doing it, because you don't have to focus on mashing X. You don't have to mash it that hard, to be honest. But it is you do have to like actually do it. You can't just hope. Yeah, the problem is I have no speed, so this guy can instantly catch up to me. Yeah, like I can't get away from him. Okay. Finally, okay. Now's the easy part. I just have to fight this guy. Bit of a jerk. but overall pretty easy. Way easier than fighting those giant guys who I can't fight. He drops one of the best weapons in the game, in my opinion. It's like it's a guaranteed drop, which is nice. But yeah, this room is, in my opinion, much harder than the final boss fight. And even this guy with my really high damage is taking a long time to kill. He also walks, unlike every other enemy in the game. There are a lot of characters you can stun lock him with, though, which is nice. And it looks like I'm not going to level up to 30 before I get to the final boss, unfortunately. But that's okay. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you can block his magic attacks. He actually fires a skeleton at you. If you get him against the wall, you can continue to juggle him, which is probably the best and fastest way to beat him, but getting him there is incredibly difficult. I'm trying to do it right now, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, he's just rolling out. Letting your hawk attack him, if you've got really high magic, you can keep him locked on the ground like that, and your hawk will just continue attacking him. That's the best way to get experience from this fight. But I think, yeah, he's dead. It's okay. Then here's his weapon. Really, really, really good. Look at that. 7 defense, 2 magic. Few of the weapons give you 9 bonus stats with no detriment whatsoever. So, I'm going to walk into the next room, but then I'm going to exit to map. It's a cutscene right here. Okay, so, where were we? Let's take a look. We haven't really talked about the shops that much. So here, most expensive potions in the game. Kind of annoying. Here's Pazzo, helps you find buried treasures. Well, what use would Pazzo be unless there was a buried treasure right in here? Right in. Right in here. Oh look, there's the thing. So this is where you find the skeleton hand. Actually not a bad weapon at all. It's got crits, it's got minus strength, plus agility if you want to be an archer character. It's a pretty decent weapon. In any case, we don't want any of this crap. Crapola. Temptation to grind at 1 level before fighting the final boss. Yeah, before we fight the final boss, let's just talk about some fun things. This is the boss you grind because, as we'll see in a second, you can kill him in like 1 second. First boss, dead instantly. Amazing. Get some cash money. So as you can see, grinding that boss, very advantageous. You don't get as big a cash drop as some of the later bosses, although we got pretty good haul from this guy. You get to make out with a hot ginger. I mean, all good things. 126, not bad. You usually get between 100 and 140. I'll do Pirate Ship, grind for the Psy one more time. Nah, we're not gonna be able to get to 30. Let's stop goofing around. Let's just go. If I wanted to get to level 30, I'd have to stop streaming and come back. Yeah, you can start here. You don't have to do the boss rush all over again, which is nice. So, the boss is up there, but I'm not here. So, first stage of this boss fight. Longest boss fight in any game of all time. You get hit by all those guys, and now you just kill them all. So, they move based on what their health is. The more health they have, the slower they go. You can't attack them while they're spinning, but when they're on the ground, it's fair game. You can jump out of the way, unless you're bad like me and you miss. So, first stage, done. Excellent. The second stage, kind of annoying. So, if he's got a blue bubble, you can only use magic on him. So you got, let's see here. Oh, but when he puts the red bubble up, you can use melee. So, it's a cool idea, and also archery falls under melee, unfortunately. So he switches back. Obviously, melee is a lot harder to use in this fight because he does magic attacks all the time. And because he's so much faster than me, I'm having a hard time keeping up. Whoa. I have no idea what happened there. It was an awesome glitch that I wish I could do every time, because that really shortened that part of the boss fight. But yeah, apparently I fucked something up. In any case, that balloon part is extremely ridiculously easy. And you just jump and slash. Don't worry, we'll see it again. Spoilers, because he's in this crate as a spider. How rude. So he does this little leggy thing to stop you from coming up here and doing this, but it doesn't actually work, so you can just do it. And yeah. High melee, really good on this boss. How about that? So we get the balloon again. Best idea, best thing to do here is kind of get yourself caught against him a little bit, and just swing as you go. Okay, last phase of the boss fight. You can see why I wanted to get to level 30 to do this, because I thought it'd be fun. So, we're gonna go. He's attacking me. This is the move he usually does. He'll jump in the air, hold down lightning, and you can slash him in the air. So, do that. It's not lightning, it's like fireballs or something. I don't know. Because I'm so slow, it's really hard for me to actually dodge these. So, I'm gonna get hit with a lot of them. Fortunately, the reason I maxed out my defense is so I could deal with this. Yeah, he's got lots of other moves, but he doesn't do any of them, like, ever. Like, he's got this move, which he's loath to do. So he's dead. You can pick up his sword here. This is the only time in the game you can pick it up and only have a couple seconds to do it. That was the amount of time you had to do it. And now, see, the end of the... Oh, it's the end of the game. Caught the princess. Amazing. So this is mostly, almost, the end of the first playthrough of Castle Crashers. I'm going to, obviously, or maybe not obviously, do more. Because there's a lot more to do. There's a lot of characters to play as, there's a lot of different play styles. I think I'm going to take a break from doing a run-throughs, maybe for a few episodes, just so we can look at some of my older characters, some of the builds I've done, and what is fun to do and what works. But now we're passing through all the places that we've devastated, and it's kind of both, I was going to say supposed to, but I guess it is funny when you see all the bodies and like destruction that you have wrought, and you're like, oh man, to me the bodies just disappeared, but apparently they still exist. They're here. They're here. They're queer. Get used to it. All these ninjas are shipwrecked. They're gonna drown and die. I mean, how rude. There's the Industrial Castle. Actually, it's not the Industrial Castle. That's the X-Fortress, whatever. The catfish you killed. The bears are all sad. They're flopping around and making evil noises. There's the mountain of the fire region. And there's that weird giant beast thing that we ruthlessly slaughtered with arrows. It's really long. But here we are back in the fortress. And we destroyed that bad boy. Seems like so long ago. And the first puddle in the game. Man. But here we are. Back into the castle. Okay, back in the castle. Back into the castle. Credits. Almost done. Back into the back to the castle. Excellent. Yep. Castle Crashers, excellent game. You should play it. It's really fun. Pay for it. Don't steal it. Newgrounds. I used to go there a lot. But here we are. It's a party. Having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm headbanging. Here's the king with my lovely female friend. My sword looks like a dragon dildo. Oh look, he's pretty nice. There's a skeleton, there's a hot ginger, there's the battle toad. He's got all my weapons inside him, I imagine. You can pick up that gold, which is pretty funny. What I think is really funny is this guy shooting. He is shooting real arrows, and if I don't block it, I will get hit. But unfortunately, I cannot retaliate. But look at that Grey Knight. He's shitting himself. And the Ice Princess is like, this is fucking hot. This guy follows you around, kind of creepily. There's Pazzo and the cat. This guy's like shady as fuck. Having a good time. Okay, well, it looks like it's time to kiss the princess. Normally you'd have a battle here and see who gets to win her heart. Ah, we were trolled. We got trolled. Yeah, you never saw that princess's face, did you? Well, it turns out it was Trixie the Clown, and this is happening now. Little jelly bears and cats flying everywhere. Hearts. Wow. What is going on? The end. So here we are, end of the game. What do you unlock by the end of the game? You get Insane Mode and the Insane Shop. In the Insane Shop you got all this cool shit to buy. As you might notice, it costs a metric fuck ton of cash. 5,500 for these shitty pets. I have bought this one, I have not yet come up with enough money to buy this one. It's a lot of fucking money. The only weapon I bought is this one. I'm saving up for the other two. This is a pretty decent weapon. It doesn't crit though. That's its biggest flaw. The lack of agility can actually be pretty painful though. This is a really good weapon. It crits twice as much as a normal crit. It doesn't crit for twice as much damage, it just crits twice as often. It's 2% chance instead of 1% chance. But then this is considered the best weapon in the game because it crits 3 times as often with 3% chance. And it's pretty cheap. So, let's go back to the menu. Let's look through some characters real quick. So our most money. Green guy's got a lot of money. So let's just have some fun with this guy. What weapon is he using? Okay. So we got this weapon, that's fine. Is it fine? Nah, we're gonna go and do some real fun. So this guy, as you might be surprised to know, is... Nah, I want to keep that for now. This weapon is one of the best in the game. So this guy is magic. He's got lots of magic stuff. You can poop into the air, you can shoot little spitballs and poison people. So that's all well and good. I mean, look at this guy's health just melts away. So, dead. Not the fastest. This guy doesn't have high damage, high burst damage. He's got really high DPS because of his poison. But actually, I think we're gonna call it a day for now. I might make a separate video for other guy Kufri. So, see you later. Hopefully next time. Thanks for watching.